there may be some worry going on in Dallas in light of them not having their two best players. So we'll see if Dallas can get it together.
The hell are the Mavericks doing? Like, I don't get it. I just genuinely don't get that shit, man. That shit looks horrible. Like, Cooper Flag makes all of his shots in the first half. In the second half, where is he?
PJ Washington offense. That's why.
PJ Washington was balling.
You go run the offense through PJ Washington. That's why.
No, I don't want to do that. But I definitely don't want to do that. But I thought PJ played good. This is the shit I don't understand. Now, D'Angelo Russell, every year I had this take about D'Angelo Russell, and he's sensitive about it too. He probably, matter of fact, I got something coming on him later on. He's sensitive, so he probably gonna comment on it again. But he takes some of the worst fucking shots I've seen in basketball, bro. And he take them motherfuckers like he hot. Chill, he take him like he already.
Well, he's a shooter. That's what he is. He's a shooter. He's going to look at the basket. He's going to shoot the basketball. I mean, the fact that he played with James, the fact that he played with the players that he played with. I mean, he's going to shoot the basketball. That's just who he is.
Chill. The Rockets turned it over. They get in transition. He comes up on the right wing and just jacks a three like he in a training session or some shit.
But imagine he made it though.
No, he hit the left side of the backboard.
But imagine he made it though.
Okay, whatever. No, he didn't.
Yeah, Jordan, I'm not at this moment in time.
That's the mindset.
No, Klay got to hit the bench, y'all. Like,
agree.
He's on the bench.
Clay's a honorary starter. Like he plays like 20 minutes a game. Like he's starting,
but that's what I'm saying.
He's not playing,
he would be honorarily not be playing. And I'm not saying that I don't want Klay in my rotation. It's just at this moment in time, Klay, you're not gaining nothing right now by going out there and shooting 8 threes. You've been a shooter. You've been a shooter your whole life. But he always has though. That's Klay Thompson. My thing is Klay, those 8 shots that you're shooting, we already know that you're going to shoot those shots. You already know you can shoot those shots. Whether you make them, that's a hit or miss. My thing is, Klay, we could save you for later on when Kyrie and AD get back. That's when we're going to need you. At this moment in time, those 18 to 20 minutes, I'd rather would give those to Najee Marshall. I would rather give those to Max Christie. I'm saying, well, he can play more. I'm saying all of those minutes that Klay's playing, we could give those to D'Angelo Russell. We could give them to Jaden Hardy, Brandon Williams. These are guys right now that I would want to build up. So once we're fully healthy, these guys are ready to go. They locked and loaded. The bullshit Klay's doing, it's like you're not helping us win anyways.
Yeah.
But you're talking, Ron, like it's on him. Like he's older now. Like Mars, when you told me 2 years ago, I vividly remember this. Mars, when you told me 2 years ago, Klay Thompson was washed, I was like, oh, how dare you? What are you talking about?
This shit just don't go in, chill.
This dude is one of the best long ball shooters ever. But then I'm watching him. In the process of me watching him, the stuff that he used to be elite at that time, when you said that he was washed, he was still good at it. He just wasn't elite at it anymore. He was still good. Now we're at a point where the stuff that he used to be elite at, well, 2 years ago, he was still good at it. Now he's not even good at it anymore.
Yeah, he trash.
And it doesn't help that we're in an offense. It doesn't help that we're in an offense that we don't have a mass creator. And that really hurts.
That's the point I'm making. Chill.
Well, he joined the team to play with one, and Nico Harrison decided to get rid of him. So, in Klay's defense, he signed with the Mavericks expecting to play next to one of the best playmakers we've ever seen.
Sure.
That best playmaker we've ever seen got traded after a few months.
Yeah.
So,
he was thinking it up with him too, though.
That's neither here nor there. The point is that this is not what he signed up for. He didn't sign up for Cooper Flag, point guard, D'Angelo Russell coming off the bench, being the only guy who can create for himself and others. He did not sign up for that. And now I think you're seeing the combination of age, major injuries, and then not having that playmaker to create offense for you. And you're seeing this is actually just being washed. Like this is.
And then he added a little bit more ass to it. It's over with.
Yeah, but he's a bad defender. He
can't get them legs to go for nothing now. That shit. It's
bad out here.
And these goofy asses in the chat because they kids and they want to talk about this stuff. Like she's not a small chick.
Like, hell no! Hell no!
That's a big ass chick. I think she's like 5'10", 5'11".
That ain't a little bit of nothing over there.
No,
it ain't no little bit of nothing right there, boy.
But to your point, Mars. Now, and I know that you guys jump on me. I do understand the vision. Even though it might have been this, I understand the vision. They didn't anticipate Kyrie Irving tearing up his knee. They didn't anticipate Anthony Davis getting hurt like he got hurt. They didn't anticipate that stuff. And it's been unfortunate because this team was going to be built around them being a better defensive team. With this front line that they have, right? With this front line that they have, they were supposed to be an awesome rebounding team. They were supposed to be an awesome defensive team. A lot of their offense was supposed to be generated from their defense. They were supposed to be able to go to Anthony Davis, to playing in that mid-range, playing in the mid-post, and for buckets. But a lot of this stuff, kind of a lesser version of what Oklahoma City was doing, that was supposed to be the vision. Only except this thing just completely went the other way. And I'm still standing on how good I think the Mavs are going to be, but I may have to. I may be wrong on this. And
chill. You're gonna be all right. Chill. They just got to get to April. And granted, so last year
by April though.
I don't, Jordan. Last year
over by December. What are you talking about?
Well, last year they got the Mavericks got the 10th seed last year with 39 wins. Granted, 39 wins might not be the 10th seed this year. It might be closer to 42. So they might be able to go 500 or finish just above 500. However, I believe that they'll be able to do that. They'll get Kyrie back in a couple months. AD will still be sprinkled in throughout there. But all this team has to do is get into the play-in. That's all they legitimately have to do.
What,
the
Mavericks to OKC?
They're not going to do anything. Right. First of all, they're not going to do anything.
Wait. Hold on.
If they're the 10 seed, what? They're going to play OKC in round 1 and go home?
No. They'll play in the play-in, make it to the playoffs. They could be the 7th seed. I don't know. Maybe the 8th seed. However,
that means they have to be a 7 or 8 in the.
If I'm the Mavericks, I'm not scared of OKC.
I am.
And when you
got cool. You can go into the series fearless and get swept. Amazing.
Cooper Flag going to average 15 turnovers.
But now you're saying you're not saying they just have to make the play-in now. You're saying they have to be a 7 or 8 seed.
No. Wait.
Because if they're going to be the 8, otherwise they have no chance of being anything other than playing OKC.
And that's what I'm saying. If I'm the Mavericks, once again, I'm not saying that they're scared of OKC. Like, oh well, you could be scared to get your ass kicked. If I'm the Mavericks, I don't believe I'm outmatched by OKC.
Now, I'm the Mavericks. Doesn't change the truth.
Ron, you think that Memphis
doesn't change the truth.
To Miles's point right there, Ron, you think that Memphis went into that series last year against Oklahoma City looking at them like, yo, these dudes are superior to us. They looked at Oklahoma City like, yo, we can beat them.
Who believe the earth is flat. That doesn't mean that they're right because they believe it.
Chill. You saying that right now, you're flip-flopping right now, Chill. What do you have the Mavericks doing?
I got them as the 4 seed.
No, what do you have them doing?
He meant 14th, y'all. He meant 14th.
Wait. I got them in the Western Conference Championship. I got Denver dealing with Oklahoma City. I don't like that matchup at all with them in Oklahoma City. I hate that matchup.
So wait.
If Dallas is the 4 seed, they'd play OKC in round 2 though.
What? Let's see if the number 1.
Yep.
So they would have to be the 5 seed then. Yeah.
I mean, regardless, I don't think the Mavericks. I agree with Ron. I don't think the Mavericks
plays the winner of 1-8
playing Oklahoma.
So either Dallas is the 3 seed or the 6 seed.
Kyrie, I don't think the Mavericks give a shit. To be honest about that,
they're not that.
I think the biggest thing, Chill, as far as with the Mavericks, is kind of just being healthy. You know, the Mavericks got a big lineup that they can use from. Regardless, playing against the Thunder is going to be a tough game. Like, but if that's the cards that they dealt with. Fine, they willing to deal with it. And if I'm you really don't want to play the Mavericks at full healthy.
A team that can't score going against OKC does not sound like a good recipe.
A team that can't score without Kyrie Irving and Anthony Davis.
They couldn't score with Anthony Davis.
Yeah, but Kyrie Irving can change that.
I love Kyrie. Kyrie isn't making the worst offense in the league good.
Look, man, God,
not.
Like
he do something though.
When
for sure he helps.
When God gives you a door, walk through it. Okay, don't big brain this. You lucked ass backwards into Cooper Flag. To me, that's the day this whole we're gonna go win a championship shit should have changed because Anthony Davis is hurt. Because Klay Thompson is washed. Okay,
yeah, but they weren't expecting him to come out and be trash.
And you weren't expecting that. And you were expecting a 3-year runway to build up a championship team, and you had this 2-3 year window. I think you need to lock away this idea of we got this 3-year window. We traded Luka to go win championships. you're kind of locked into that because you did all this negative press, like Nico and all these guys, the ownership, they did all this negative press about Luka not being ready to win championships. Okay, that take is fried. Now the worst thing you can do once you lose the money is to then double down and lose more money, and then triple down and lose more money because you wanted to protect your ego. No, forget the ego. Klay Thompson is pretty washed, but he's still a big name that maybe some team will be willing to trade for. No. Chill. What is the
I don't think they want to be trash. I don't think.
What's the peak year of Klay Thompson? If I'm being honest, I think his peak was 2014, 2015. That was the absolute best of Klay Thompson.
Best version of Klay Thompson.
15, 16, 14, 15. Those are your two options. Those are the best years. 18 was the best year of Klay Thompson. I disagree. Fundamentally, his defense has moved off since earlier in his career. You could argue he was a more complete basketball player, but he's playing next to KD plus, the greatest spacing in NBA history. I think at this point, he's almost 10 years removed from his absolute best. At worst, he's 8 years removed from his absolute best season. How many players do you know that are great 8 years removed from their
we don't need him to be
season?
great. We just need him to make a couple shots. I think you're looking for him.
He's been making shots, and he's been an average to below average starter for years now.
Yeah, but that's okay.
You don't blow it up because of Klay Thompson.
I don't think we need to blow it up.
You got this 18-year-old player who
when
needs
AD has
minutes.
Achilles tendonitis and Kyrie has a torn ACL when your team can't score.
Fact.
Yeah, but it's November though. I mean, here's also the thing too though. Here's also the thing. Because Pin, I'm not completely mad at your take. And Mars, you got a point. My thing is February's a ways away.
Yeah.
Let's ride the wave right quick. Let's see what's going on. I'm not overreacting to Klay Thompson because to Mars's point, we knew he was washed. We knew Klay was washed when he came back, and they won the championship with Golden State.
We
knew Klay was washed.
You don't have leverage.
I think they're optimistic about Klay too. Klay just missing open shots that you expect him to make.
The percentages are gonna go up. He's not gonna shoot 20 whatever percent. Like he's gonna.
Yeah, but he's still washed though.
Yeah, Klay's good. Yeah, he's still washed. Regardless, like he's still not gonna be able to guard. He still can't do much off the dribble. Like he still sucks.
Never really been good.
Like, I don't doubt that the guy can shoot. But the reason I'm more willing to blow this up is because I wasn't as high on Dallas before the season. So like I was never really high on this team, especially going into this year. So now I'm seeing this is clearly not working. I'm fine to move off of it. But if you had actual expectations of Dallas when healthy, I can understand why you would hold on to the optimism. Well, they're still not healthy. Let's wait. Let's see what happens. But I don't believe in this team when it's healthy anyway. So I'm more than fine letting this go.
Expectations for them, and I feel like Dallas potential on defense is definitely going to increase with time. Like I'm not going to overreact to 7 games. Like, I'm not overreacting.
Young
Their
players,
defense isn't bad.
You got
exactly. They
Lively.
got to score some points, which I feel like that could come in the stretch. Like they definitely got to figure out what they're going to do with Cooper Flag, because with Cooper Flag score all his points in the first half and don't do shit in the second half. Like that's clearly an issue right there. They got to figure out what the rotation is going to be. I think it's time to abandon that goddamn Cooper Flag at point guard shit. Let's abandon that shit. Let's just go allow him to play off the ball, allow him to screen, allow him to spot up, allow him to move around. He don't need to be a creator.
They've been doing that more, to be fair, with D'Lo in the lineup, Brandon Williams as well. That allows Coop off the ball. So it's similar with the mental stuff. They're doing it more. The issue is the team still can't score.
But they don't feature
particularly
him. They
in the fourth quarter, because a lot of times their offense gets them. Yeah, I think that's what the problem is, because their fourth quarter offense, they don't really have anybody or anything to go to consistently where they can at least keep up. That's why teams end up with the guys they have. Houston is a prime example of that, where they have guys that at the end of games they get separation, because we got guys that we can go to and get consistent buckets. If you have somebody on your crew like Kevin Durant or Sengun, where I can go to you 2-3 straight trips and get something positive, you're going to be successful. I'm watching this Dallas team. We get late in games. I watched them against Detroit. They don't have anybody that they can go to consistently in the meat and potatoes of the game where we can just get a bucket and I can rely on you. They don't have that right now.
Chill. NBA players are not stupid. Every single person in the locker room got the message when they started Cooper Flag at point guard that this is a development run for Coop, right? You can't be giving your point guard development reps when you got Klay Thompson and Anthony Davis and Kyrie Irving soon to come back. Look, you got two timelines right now. On the one hand, I think you got your small forward of the future in Cooper Flag. I think you have your center of the future in Derek Lively, and that's great. I think you have some good young pieces on this team. I think Najee Marshall can grow with it. I think there's some young players like Christie who can probably pop off. But I think at this point, you need to look at teams that are maybe a little bit desperate and just say, Klay Thompson, still a big name, still draws a defender out to guard him, can provide some positive spacing. What can we do with this, right? Can we maybe get a couple seconds in a deal? Or can we get off this contract for a couple seconds and get a youthful player back? I think you need to pivot. I think you're going to be bad. You're 2-5 right now. You got an easy part of your schedule coming up. You got New Orleans, you got Memphis, you got Washington. Okay, if you pick up some wins here, it's not moving me, because then you got to go face the Clippers. You got to face the Blazers. You got to face the Portland, the Minnesota Timberwolves, and the Knicks. And it's like, if you get too far behind in the West, if you're like 2-10, now you also don't have leverage. Because if you lose leverage, now teams get to lowball you because they know you have to tank. They know you're trying to get rid of your expensive contracts. So before the house floods, go get insurance. Get off some of these older guys. Stop trying to do this 2-timeline bullshit that almost never works. Go give Cooper Flag the
So this
Giannis
thing has already
runs.
failed in your estimation, Pen. So this
It
thing
has absolutely failed.
So
This failed in February when they traded Luka.
Yeah, and
I don't know why.
And God threw
like
you a
not the
lifeline.
case.
God threw you the number 1 overall pick and said, "Hey, I know you messed up. I know you made the dumbest trade in NBA history, but here you go. Here's an attaboy." Okay, this is a nice little concession prize for being an absolute idiot, because apparently we like to reward people for being idiots in this society by giving them second chances. So we've given you a second chance. Don't blow it. Okay, this is like the New Orleans Pelicans right now. They got a gift from God, right? When Tyrese Halliburton had that injury, because they owned that pick. And they said, you know what? You know what I'm going to do with this gift from God? I'm going to give y'all your pick back in the middle of the finals, the day before Tyrese Halliburton tears his Achilles. Like, some teams are just too stupid. You can't even save them from themselves. I'm just saying, if the Dallas Mavericks want to get off this money right now, they can. They can trade. You know, I understand, like, there's an ego preservation thing here. We build this up. We're going to win a championship. Okay, that's before we got Cooper Flag. New information. That's before Kyrie tore his ACL. New information. That's before Anthony Davis, who is possibly the biggest asset not named Cooper Flag on our team that can actually be moved, has Achilles strain. Or Achilles tendinopathy, or whatever he has.
Mars in particular jumped on my case yesterday about about Joel Embiid and anybody taking that contract. Now I'm thinking about it from a seller's aspect. I ain't thinking about it from who's going to take that. I'm thinking about who can I get to take this. That's what I'm thinking about. And Anthony Davis, I think the last 2 years of his deal, he got 58 and 62 million on his contract. Now, this is an injury-prone guy. Over the last 2 years, it's going to be hard to move that. But I, as a seller, am not thinking about you taking it. I'm thinking about me selling it. How you feel about it after I sell it to you, I don't care about.
I got to deal.
It's not going to be hard to move, AD.
I got to deal with you.
It's him and Embiid. But before you say the deal, Pin, him and Embiid are in 2 different rooms. They're not even in the same house. They're not on the same block. Like, Joel Embiid is like, when you look at him play and when you look at his history, like, Joel Embiid does not have full seasons at full health and all of this. He's like, he is completely broken down. Anthony Davis is he plays
still viable. Yes, he's still viable.
Like, he's younger too, by the way, right?
Yeah.
No.
They might be the same age.
No, Anthony
32, Embiid might be 31.
I think Joel Embiid is 30. I think he'll be 31.
But his knees are 68. So
is Joel Embiid 30?
He's listed at 31.
That's what I was getting at, Jordan.
He's a year younger than Anthony Davis.
Right.
Oh, really?
However, chill. It's 2 completely different scenarios. Like, Anthony Davis, if they were to say right now we want to trade Anthony Davis, that phone gonna be ringing and buzzing. They're gonna get all type of buyers.
They probably already got him, to be honest. It's probably somebody already like testing the waters, and one of them teams probably is the Warriors. The Warriors be doing shit like that, boy. They'll pull off some shit and get Anthony Davis over there.
Yeah, but Jonathan Kuminga, it'll be Jonathan Kuminga and Cooper.
And we're starting over.
AD and Draymond is intriguing.
But I'm telling you, boy, the Warriors will pull some shit off like that, and everybody will be mad because they're gonna instantly be championship favorites. So
I just think, and they did make a mistake, because if this is what it's gonna be moving forward, they did make a mistake. If it's not what I think it is, then they 100% made a mistake, no doubt.
Okay, Cho. You are the Dallas Mavericks. As the biggest Dallas Mavericks supporter up here, okay? I got a deal for you. I'm the Philadelphia 76ers, okay? I'm going to offer you Joel Embiid, Jared McCain, and a 2028 first-round pick from the LA Clippers. How you feeling?
For Anthony Davis?
Shit.
For Anthony Davis, straight up. You don't got to add nothing. So you get a dynamic guard who was on the verge of winning Rookie of the Year last year. You get a first-round pick. No, you want those. And you get Joel
a better player
Embiid.
than Anthony Davis. Yeah.
And you get the better player, but we don't know if he's going to be medically retired. And if he medically retires, you get the tank. But hey, you wait this out 6 months. Lord help you, AD tears his Achilles. This deal is off the table. So
I'll take it. Hey, chill.
There you go.
Fast. We'll talk about quick fast.
There you go. And that's the deal because it helps both teams for real. Like I don't know where the minutes are for Jared McCain right now. He's a hell of a player, but you got Quentin Grimes, you got the ascent of VJ Edgecombe. I think you got a really positive problem here, and you get to swap Joel Embiid for a big who can probably play in a more guard-centric offense. And you got an opportunity right now in the Eastern Conference because you pretty much like able to move Anthony Davis into that Joel Embiid role.
Embiid, though, the thing about Joel Embiid is feast or famine because I'm very confident that I'm not going to get that much more time left with him. I know that, and this window that I had, I have to concede to the idea that this is over. I have to even what I tried to do over the last year. In that 3-year window that we talked about, I have to concede to the idea that this is over if I'm trading for Joel Embiid because I ain't gonna have Joel Embiid in 2 years. I'm not.
Embiid's on a 4-year deal, and AD's on a 3-year deal. So the whole incentive from my end in terms of why I'm even giving up assets here is I'm getting off $55 million, and that final year is like $60+ million.
Right. What you're doing is you're giving me a bigger problem than I already have. So
and I'm giving you two incredible assets because that 2028. LA Clippers pick might be a first overall pick for all I know.
Here's the thing that I'm thinking about. I know we got to move on. Right?
Ain't no way that's gonna be a first overall pick.
All I know is Embiid better than
the oldest roster in the league.
You're getting the best player in the trade.
It's the player choice way. Yeah, them boys don't get it started. The player choice way. You're the player choice way. Come and switch lanes into the player choice way.